Narcissism is a personality disorder that is characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance, a need for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. People with this disorder often display arrogant and insensitive behavior and have a sense of entitlement. Narcissists can be found in all walks of life and in all types of relationships. They may be successful in their careers, but they often have difficulty sustaining healthy personal relationships with others. If you're wondering whether someone you know might be a narcissist, there are some clear traits to look for. Narcissists tend to be egotistical and self-centered. They believe that they're superior to others and have little regard for other people's feelings. They are often preoccupied with their own success and appearance and are not very interested in other people. Narcissists also tend to be very competitive and often try to win at everything they do. They may belittle or devalue other people to make themselves feel better, and they often expect special treatment and admiration from others. If you are in a relationship with a narcissist, you may feel like you're always walking on eggshells. You're watching Alpha 1, we bring amazing content for you to watch. Subscribe to get the latest videos. All the information shown in this video is subject to be research-based. Always consult professionals to take legal and good actions against someone. Sense of superiority. One of the most evident traits of a narcissist is their sense of superiority. They believe that they are better than other people and that they deserve special treatment. This sense of entitlement often manifests in narcissistic behaviors such as expecting others to do things for them or demanding admiration from others. Narcissists also have a strong need for validation and are always seeking attention and affirmation from others. If you are in a relationship with a narcissist, you may feel like you're always trying to please them or that they're never satisfied, but it is not in every situation. Sometimes you have to do this for your loved ones to make the relationship healthy. Lack of empathy. Another key trait of narcissists is their lack of empathy. This means that they're not able to understand or share the feelings of others. This can make relating to them very difficult as they often seem insensitive to the needs of others. Narcissists may not even realize that their behavior is hurting or offending others. If you're in a relationship with a narcissist, you may find yourself feeling isolated and alone as they're not able to truly connect with you on an emotional level. These are just some of the traits that you may see in a narcissist. If you're wondering whether someone you know is a narcissist, it's important to remember that only a professional can make a decision. Need for attention. One of the most clear traits of narcissism is the constant need for attention and validation. Narcissists feel like they are the center of the universe and that everyone must revolve around them. They demand constant attention and admiration and get extremely agitated and defensive if they feel like they're not being given the attention they deserve. If you are in a relationship with a narcissist, you may feel like you're always walking on eggshells trying to keep them happy. Lack of responsibility. Another common trait of narcissists is their lack of responsibility. They often deflect blame onto others and make excuses for their own bad behavior. Narcissists also tend to have a lot of double standards. They may criticize you for being late, but then show up late themselves with no apology. Nothing is ever their fault, and they will always find someone or something else to blame. Inflated self-sense. Narcissists have an inflated sense of self-importance and believe they are entitled to special treatment. They think they're better than other people and deserve to be treated accordingly. Narcissists also expect others to cater to their needs and often take advantage of people. Narcissists also have a hard time seeing things from another person's perspective and often cannot understand why someone would feel any differently than they do. If you're wondering whether someone you know might be a narcissist, but in not all cases, these are some clear traits to look for. Narcissists tend to be egotistical and self-centered always, believe that they're superior to others, and have little regard for other people's feelings. They're often preoccupied with their own success and appearance and are not very interested in other people. Narcissists also tend to be very competitive and often try to win at everything they do. They may belittle or devalue other people to make themselves feel better, and they often expect special treatment and admiration from others. No boundaries. Another trait of narcissism is a lack of boundaries. Narcissists do not understand the concept of boundaries and often cross them without thinking. They may invade your personal space, making comments or demands that are inappropriate, and generally act like they're entitled to whatever they want. Narcissists also have a hard time taking no for an answer and may become aggressive or even violent if they don't get their way. These are just some of the many traits that narcissists display. If you suspect that someone you know is a narcissist, it's important to be aware of their behaviors and be cautious in your interactions with them. but always inspect these situations before taking any actions. Reasons of emotions. Narcissists also tend to use emotional reasoning to justify their behavior. This means that they base their decisions on how they feel rather than on facts or logic. So, if they feel like they deserve something, they will convince themselves that they are entitled to it, regardless of whether or not it is actually true. This can lead to entitlement issues. Of course, all of this entitlement can lead to some serious problems. Narcissists often have difficulty sustaining long-term relationships because they are unable to empathize with others or consider their needs. They may also have difficulty keeping a job because they are not able to work well with others or take direction from a boss. In some cases, narcissistic behavior can even lead to criminal activity. So, if you suspect that someone you know is a narcissist, it's important to be aware of the potential risks and take steps to protect yourself. Fear. One of the things that drives narcissism is fear. Narcissists are afraid of being perceived as weak or flawed and will go to great lengths to avoid being seen in that light. This can lead them to being extremely defensive and even aggressive when they feel like they are being challenged. It's important to be aware of this fear that when interacting with a narcissist and to avoid doing anything that might trigger it. Narcissists often build up a false persona that they present to the world. This persona is usually charming and confident, but it is also carefully curated to hide any flaws or weaknesses. All of this fear and defense is driven by a deep insecurity. Narcissists feel like they are not good enough and are constantly trying to prove themselves. They may try to do things by achieving success or by putting others down, but ultimately, no matter how much they achieve, they always feel like they're falling short. This insecurity is at the root of their narcissistic behavior and is why they're always seeking validation and attention from others. Anxiety. Another thing that drives narcissism is anxiety. Narcissists are often anxious about the future and feel like they need to control everything in order to protect themselves. This can lead to them being very controlling and micromanaging. They may also be anxious about being rejected or abandoned, which can make them clingy or needy. Narcissists may also experience social anxiety and worry about what others think of them. This can make them seem shy or withdrawn. All of this anxiety can be exhausting and may even lead to panic attacks. So, if you suspect that someone you know is a narcissist, it's important to be aware of the signs and symptoms of anxiety and take steps to help them manage it. Always try to analyze situations and take actions accordingly. Because in every situation, it is not important that the person you are worried about is a narcissist. How was the video? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. See you with another great video.